Hi everybody, JG Pastor Jack here from Grassroots Motorsports magazine. We are taking a look at the incredible 2019 Ford Raptor. Now we are a sports car magazine. We don't often review pickup trucks, but whenever the motorsports division of a major car company gets involved in building a product, that's something we want to know more about and we want to take a closer look at. So let's take a look at this amazing Ford F-150 Raptor. First off, twin turbo V6 under the hood of this thing, 450 horsepower, driving all four wheels through a variety of traction and transmission schemes. 10-speed transmission attached to that 450 horsepower V6. This is a 5,800 pound pickup truck that will go from a standing start to 60 miles an hour in 5 seconds flat. And I don't care whether you're on pavement or whether you're on a gravel road, you're gonna get nearly identical acceleration performance because this thing has so much horsepower and that 10-speed transmission can keep that engine in its power band all the time. Lots of great little features on the outside too. Cameras all around the thing. Camera up front that will actually activate during what Ford calls their rock crawler mode. Rock crawler mode will engage a very low range all-wheel drive. It will activate the camera around the cameras around the truck so you can see exactly what you're about to crawl onto or off of. Also, we've got a lot of skid plates underneath the thing. This vehicle is very much optimized for picking up at your dealership, at your local Ford dealer, and immediately taking the thing off-road, taking it out to the desert, taking it out to the forest, taking it on a trail. This is a golden age we're living in, where you can walk into a Honda dealer and buy a Civic Type R that you can take to a track day. You can walk into a Ford dealer and buy a Mustang GT350 that you can instantly go to a track day with. You can go to a Chevy dealer and get a Corvette Grand Sport or a ZR1 if you're lucky enough, or a Z06, and take those vehicles to a track day. There are track-specific programmings in their traction control, in their engine management. Very similar to this, there are off-road specific algorithms available through a variety of drive modes. What those drive modes do for the vehicle is they change the way torque is distributed in some of the more slippery road-based drive modes, like the snow and ice drive mode. It will apportion torque more to the front wheels on an as-needed basis, a little more aggressively than it will in some of the sportier modes. Some of the sportier modes, it actually stiffens the steering feedback a little bit, gives you a little more feel through that steering, and it changes the throttle profiles as well. In the more slippery road profiles, in some of the off-roading profiles and the ice profiles, it dials back that throttle response so you're not getting an extremely aggressive throttle response and sending the car into a procession of on and off throttle pulsations, especially in low range four-wheel drive. Now our favorite mode obviously is Baja Mode. Baja Mode turns off a lot of the electronic stability controls. It turns off some of the traction controls, gives you a little more aggressive throttle profile. It will hold gears in that 10-speed transmission to give you full access to all the torque and all the horsepower from that 450 horsepower V6, and give you some engine braking on the overrun as well. It is a very exciting mode and very, very aptly named. Now, wouldn't just be an off-road truck if all it had was the engine. There is a fantastic chassis under this thing as well. Upper and lower A-arm front end, unequal length A-arms to maintain a very, very aggressive camber curve throughout the entire range of motion of that front suspension. 13 inches of travel in that front suspension. And as you can see, the upper control arm is a lot shorter than the lower control arm. The inner pivot of the upper control arm is placed further out than the lower control arm. So as that suspension articulates through its motion, you're going to maintain a very nice negative camber attitude in those front wheels and be able to deliver the torque and horsepower to the ground more efficiently. When you're getting that power to the ground, set of BF Goodrich all-terrain TA tires, one at each corner, 315, 70, 17 on a set of 17-inch beadlock capable wheels. Now, in many states, it's actually not legal to run beadlocked wheels on the road, but Ford will sell you a set of wheels that are beadlock ready. What that means is you can lower the pressure in those tires for off-road use, for rock crawling use, for trail use. You don't have to worry about the beads separating off of the rim the way you would with a standard wheel and tire setup. These optional wheels, beadlock ready, beadlock capable. That is a fairly high performance off-road function for a vehicle off the showroom floor, which kind of typifies this vehicle. The Fox shocks under this thing are incredible. I think I mentioned before, 13 inches of travel in the front, almost 14 inches of travel in the rear of this vehicle. That is a phenomenal amount of travel for a vehicle you can go to a Ford dealer and buy. Also, lots of very, very cool touches in this thing. There's a retractable step in the tailgate with a handle. Look, I'm not the tallest guy you're ever gonna meet. I'm 5.5 feet tall on a good day with a tailwind with big Superfly platform shoes on. I'm not gonna step up into the back of any pickup truck without a little bit of huffing and puffing and looking like an idiot in the parking lot of Home Depot. This thing, you pull out a step, you've got a handle right there, you step up on the back of the thing, you can load and unload that bed very easily. It's a fantastic comfort and convenience function. So what if it's a little luxurious? It is a fantastic function that makes a very capable off-road truck into a little bit of a, something you can take to the store once in a while. All right, how much? $73,000 and change for our vehicle as tested. Prices start around $55,000, but when you start adding option packages, especially the option package that gets you stuff like a Torsen front differential, which is a very, very nice accessory to have when you are doing a lot of low traction motoring. You're gonna add to that price fairly quickly. You get a nice sound system in there, the B&O optional sound system. You're gonna add to that $55,000 base price pretty quickly. Although every option level, every trim level does come with those amazing electronically controlled Fox shocks, and with that 13 inches of travel in the front and 13.9 inches of travel in the rear. So whatever trim level of Raptor you get, you are getting a very capable off-road vehicle. So as a sports car guy, speaking from the perspective of somebody who is coming from a sports car magazine, I'm impressed. I love when a manufacturer says, we've got enthusiasts out there that are using these vehicles as enthusiasts, or not just using them as commuters or as shoppers or as people dropping the kids off at school. They are using them as enthusiasts, so we are going to give them enthusiast capable vehicles. That's impressive. That tells me this is a great time to be alive, when we can walk into a Ford dealership if we have $73,000 in our pockets and buy something like this 2019 Ford Raptor. Folks, if you enjoy the content on our YouTube channel, please do me a favor, go down here and hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment in some of our videos. We give stuff away all the time. Every week at 9 p.m. Eastern on Wednesdays, we have a live broadcast right here from the shop where we talk to people in the motorsports world. We look at great new cars, old cars, stuff from the world of autocross, road race, track days, all kinds of cool technology, all kinds of cool content. So please do subscribe and please be a part of our community. Thank you very much. We'll see you again next time.